Good afternoon, and thank you to our witnesses for being here today. From the Houthis in Yemen to al-Shabaab in Sahel to ISIS-K in Afghanistan, global terrorism remains a persistent and evolving threat to the safety and security of Americans both at home and abroad. Terrorism not only endangers lives, but also destabilizes regions, disrupts global commerce, and undermines U.S. interests around the world. While countering violent extremism has long required a comprehensive whole-of-government approach, the threat landscape has evolved, yet our counterterrorism strategy has not kept pace. Therefore, today we gather to examine the specific and critical role of the Coordinator for Counterterrorism and the Bureau of Counterterrorism at the U.S. Department of State in the modern threat landscape. Established by Congress in 1998, the position of Coordinator for Counterterrorism was created to serve as a central node for U.S. diplomatic efforts to combat terrorism abroad. Now housed within the Bureau of Counterterrorism, the coordinator leads a team dedicated to advancing U.S. counterterrorism policy and coordinating with partner nations in the global fight against terrorism. The Bureau's work is multifaceted and consequential, from engaging diplomatically with foreign partners to designating terrorist entities and implementing targeted assistance programs. The Bureau plays a vital role in our national security strategy. The Bureau's mission also includes training foreign law enforcement, border control, and judicial officials to identify, disrupt, and prosecute terrorist actors and networks. These investments overseas deliver national security benefits here at home. However, to succeed in today's evolving threat environment, the Bureau must operate as an integrated and effective player within the broader interagency framework. This requires close coordination with key partners such as the Department of the Treasury's Office of Foreign Assets Control, the Department of Commerce's Bureau of Industry and Security, and a wide range of intelligence and law enforcement agencies. A clearly defined mission and delineated authorities are essential to ensure the Bureau complements the work of its interagency counterparts rather than duplicating efforts or creating conflicts. Effective coordination is especially vital when confronting state sponsors of terrorism, chief among them Iran. In 2024 alone, Iran exported an estimated 587 million barrels of oil, marking a 10.75% increase from the previous year. These revenues likely continue to bankroll terrorist proxies, including Hamas, Hezbollah, and the Houthis. I am particularly interested in how the Bureau engages diplomatically and works across agencies to disrupt the financial and trade networks that fuel Iran's global campaign of terror. This includes ensuring that our security assistance aligns with counterterrorism priorities. The Bureau is uniquely positioned to assess where partner nations fall short in counterterrorism capabilities, but it is not always clear how those assessments influence funding decisions. As we have seen with countries like Morocco and Lebanon, very different threat environments can result in nearly identical foreign military financing levels. We should consider whether the Bureau ought to have a more formalized role in prioritizing security assistance when counterterrorism is the primary objective. At a time when adversaries like China and Russia are actively seeking to undermine U.S. leadership on counterterrorism, it is more critical than ever for Congress to evaluate and strengthen the authority, mission, and effectiveness of the Coordinator of Counterterrorism. Through the reauthorization process, we will ensure that every dollar spent and every diplomat deployed is singularly focused on the safety and security of the American people. Under the leadership of the Trump administration, we now have the opportunity to reevaluate and modernize our approach to counterterrorism and chart a stronger, more strategic path forward. Our witnesses today bring a wealth of firsthand experience, both from leading the Bureau of Counterterrorism and from conducting extensive analysis of U.S. counterterrorism and security policy. Their testimony will provide valuable insight into the structural and operational challenges facing the Bureau and will help identify the key reforms and authorities needed from Congress to strengthen its effectiveness moving forward. With that, I want to again thank both of our witnesses for their testimony. Other members of the committee are reminded that opening statements may be submitted for the record.